Hey, just wanted to give you a quick update. Myself and Malia, we're still out here in Pensacola, and we're doing some commercial work, some commercial video work that's actually teaching us a lot. We're learning a tremendous amount from people and some of the people that we've been able to interview during this process, but it's quite tedious, and you can see the little set that we have here. This goes with us everywhere, and we do these location shoots, and we put this project together. It's been a real blessing, and we've met some amazing people in doing so. But right now, I just wanted to bring something up, and I do plan on doing some videos on CNN going down as we're watching taking place with Project Veritas, and lots of things being revealed, and there's a much bigger story there that I'm going to be able to get into when I have a little bit more time to prepare all of the materials that I can present for you. But for now, I just wanted to read something that most likely you've read many, many times before, and it's Matthew 24, and it's the signs of the end of the age. And it's where Christ is on Mount Olives, and his disciples came to him privately, and that's expressed privately, saying, "Tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" And he answered them, "See that no one leads you astray. For many will come in my name, saying, 'I am the Christ,' and they will lead many astray." Now, many of you may have heard me talk about this before, but I'll re-stress it again. That Christ is speaking of himself in the first person. That he's saying, many will come in my name, and they'll say that I am Christ. See, many people understand that scripture to be, many will come in my name, and they will say that they are Christ. Well, Christ wouldn't have disagreed with that, considering that he told you that you needed to be Christ. But that's another portion of this story. But he said, many will come in my name saying that I am Christ. Now, here's the amazing part. They are correct in saying that he is Christ. The difference is when they remove that element from the rest of mankind, they are now withholding the kingdom from you. So let me continue with this. And they will lead many astray. So that explains to you how the slightest little twist of Christianity can lead an entire set of people in understandings of their doctrines astray. And that's happened. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed, as I've said. For this must take place, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation. Now, nation are peoples, different kinds of peoples. Nations aren't countries. It so happens that some countries do reflect their people, particularly in the Orient. But think about how countries and peoples have been scattered and integrated. So you can see where centers of chaos might be when there is turmoil. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So first, the nations, the people, will come against each other. And then they will come against the kingdom. Now, what is the kingdom? Since the kingdom resides within us, that kingdom is what we have. It's what we are. It's what we express. It's who we are. And so what happens is that kingdom now becomes the opinion. So opinion against opinion is what kingdom against kingdom. That person's ideas against my ideas. The idea against an idea. That's where the true division lies in hyperpartisanship, as we see right now. For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. Those famines are spiritual, those famines are physical, those earthquakes are the shakings of nations. Those are the earthquakes that you're seeing happening right now. That as things get revealed, the earthquake, the reverberations from these revelations within people is startling and causes a massive earthquake and shift in consciousness of people as they are being forcefully awakened into the truth of the realm by which they live. This is a terrifying experience for them. And this is where we, who have long come to terms with these things, step in and stand there and help them find their place within this body. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and put you to death. And you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. Now, what does that mean? That out of all of these ideas, kingdom against kingdom, they all come to terms and they have a common enemy. And that common enemy is us, the people that don't subscribe to any of those ideas of those people that are manifestations of evil within the world. They've become corrupted. So to stand outside of everyone else's ideas and say, I am who I am, not you, I am who I am, that is a day of true delineation, drawing a line between you and the rest of the world. And it speaks very clearly that that will happen. And you will be hated by all nations for my sake, and then many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. Now this is really prime picking for those that would choose to try to amass little armies of ideas against other ideas. You can see how easily and how quickly this country could be embroiled in civil discourse at levels that we haven't seen in a very long time, and that can happen anytime and most likely will. And because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. Well, the lawlessness is already at that level. And as a result, people are beginning to doubt the things that they've loved and those things that insinuated that they loved you. Everything is at an imbalance right now. But the one who endures until the end will be saved. What is that endurance speaking of? How can you endure such a thing? It's not about being bloodied. It's about avoiding the battle, not taking part in anyone's fight, because the battle of all of these ideas has, yes, already been won. And this gospel of the kingdom, the real kingdom, will be proclaimed throughout the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. Oh, only then. So if you think the things that I speak about or Malia speaks about right here, and the things that other people speak about, like Adam Green at No More News or Stephen Yana, know this, that there's going to be more of that heard, much louder at some point in time. There will be very few speaking it, but everybody will be listening. So with that said, I just wanted to give you some thought for today from a passage that you've probably read many times, and hopefully you see something different as I did today. With that said, I wanted to give you a quick update on the conference. We had some falling throughs of some of the reservations that we had at some other places had fallen through, so we had to find another place, and we are working hard on doing so, and then we'll be able to confirm the date. The dates we are still right now trying to maintain and hold are November 1st through the 3rd. There may be a change in that. We will have some announcements around that time as well of what's the future of this channel and some other things that are happening. So there's going to be a lot of changes, all good, but we're responding to some of the things that are about to come and being guided in a couple different directions. So I promise you that it will be worth the travel to follow us and see where this leads. We love you very much. Malia is right behind the camera, and she says she loves you very much too.